Okay, so I kind of just glossed over the fact that you can put arrays inside of objects. So the goal of this video is to go over that a little more slowly and a little more detail. So, um, I've created two objects here, my object and my array. My object has one key or one thing that I can look up called key, and it's storing an array. So how would I access number three? Well, let's go over how we'd access something in an array. If we want to access something in an array, we say the name of the array, and then we put square braces. And then if I want to access the three in this array, it's in the 0, 1, 2 position. So that's how I'd access something in that array. Okay. How do we access something in an object? Well, there's two ways to do it. We can say my object at the key position, or we can say my object dot key. Those are both valid ways to access something out of a dictionary. So what is inside of my object.key? Well, my object.key is storing an array. So that means that this is an array. How do we access something out of an array? I showed you that on line 17. So what that means is we can say go into my object. How do you access something out of an object? By using the dot notation or the square braces. So I'll say my object.key, and then here I'll say at the two position. What that does is says go into my object. Once you're there, look for a key called key. Once you're there, look in the second index. So 0, 1, 2, and that will access this 3. If I wanted to do it using this syntax, I'd say my object at the key position. And then once I'm there, what's there? An array. How do I access something out of an array? I use square braces. And then I would say at the two position. Both of these are valid ways of accessing that number. And hopefully that makes sense because all we're doing is we're accessing something in an object, which happens to be an array. And so how do you access something out of an array? Well, with the syntax we just showed you on line 17. And that's how you access an array that's inside of an object.